In the next series of problems, we will solve equations that involve radicals. Solve each equation. For part A, the square root of x minus 2 is equal to 5. Well, this involves a radical. It's already isolated, that is, it's on one side of the equation. Since it's a square root, we will raise both sides of the equation to the power of 2. Or in other words, square both sides. When we square a square root, we simply get the radicand, that is, the number under the square root symbol. And so we have x minus 2 equals 25. Adding 2 to both sides, we get x equals 27. Part B, the cube root of the quantity x plus 1 equals 2. We have another radical. It is isolated, and it's a cube root, so this time we'll cube both sides, that is, raise both sides to the power of 3. Cube root cubed gives us the radicand, or in other words, the number under the radical symbol, which is x plus 1, and then that equals 2 cubed, which is 8. Subtract 1 from each side, and the result is x equals 7. Part C, the quantity x minus 1 cubed equals 8. So in this example, what we'll want to do is take the cube root of each side. Because when we take the cube root of a quantity cubed, we simply get the quantity. So in this case, x minus 1 will equal the cube root of 8, which is equal to 2. Adding 1 to both sides, we have a result, x equals 3. Part D, the square root of 2x plus 2 equals x minus 11. We have a square root, it's been isolated, and so what we need to do is raise both sides to the power of 2. Or in other words, square both sides. On the left-hand side, we simply get 2x plus 2 because the square root squared is the radicand. That is the expression under the radical symbol. On the right-hand side, we have a binomial squared. We use the rule that tells us it's x squared minus 22x plus the square of 11 is 121. Combining everything on one side, we would subtract 2x and subtract 2 from both sides. So we would have 0 equals x squared, and then minus 22x minus 2x is minus 24x. 121 minus 2 is 119. Factor the right-hand side. It factors as x minus 17 times x minus 7. That gives us two possible answers, x equals 17 or x equals 7. But we need to check those because we have a radical. Starting with the 17, 2 times 17 is 34. 34 plus 2 is 36. The square root of 36 is 6. 17 minus 11 is 6. 6 equals 6. So we know that x equals 17 is a solution. However, when we check the 7, right away 7 minus 11 is negative 4. And we know that the square root will not equal a negative number. And therefore, this is not a solution. So our only solution is x equals 17.